Right. 2050. What are the three approaches in measuring aggregate economic activity? So what are the three approaches? Output approach, income approach, expenditure approach. So you get 2 marks for that. Why do these three approaches give the same value for aggregate economic activity? Now, remember there was a past paper. In the past paper, previous question, we learned how the total output is equal to the total income. So that part I'm not going to teach you again. I told you, there was a class fee of 4,000, output of 4,000, how that equaled the total income of rent, wages, interest, profit. So that part we'll leave aside. Now we'll try to learn how is this also connected. How is the expenditure? Just think it is the same, no? Think of my example, my same previous example. Can someone give me the year, guys? So for those who skip all the papers and come all of a sudden for the 2015 paper, they are all lost. The ones watching the YouTube videos sometimes. Which year did we discuss total output equals total income? 2011 or 12? 2012? Okay. So for the ones who are skipping this whole part and coming just to this, go back to the 2012 question. There's a 2-mark question on total income and total output. Okay. So we'll use the same example there. So the total output, according to my example, I am producing an output of 4,000. Okay. So my classes, my recordings, tunes and all are worth 4,000. And then we had a breakdown of the income as well. Rent, wages, interest and profit. Recall that example. There was depreciation also. And now, just think, guys, to purchase or be a part of my fast track class, to buy this output of 4,000, how much do you have to spend? You also have to spend 4,000, no? So the total expenditure is equal to the total output. If someone is, let's say, producing an output worth 50,000, that means someone else has to pay 50,000 to buy that. So the total expenditure will equal to the total output. The 4,000 and this 4,000 and the total incomes will also add to 4,000. Let's say we'll simplify the example and we'll just put 1,000, 1,000, 1,000 here. Let's say 1,000. Let's say there is no depreciation. 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. So whatever said and done, this and this and this will equal each other. And another way of proving this is using the circular flow of income. So using the circular flow of income, you can say households receive rent, wages, interest, profit. Let's say they receive 1,000. That 1,000 is what they use as expenditure to purchase goods and services. So the income will equal their expenditure. When they spend 1,000, in return they get goods and services. They get an output worth 1,000. So you can also explain this thing using the circular flow of income. It's a common question that they ask to have an idea. Moving to the next. What are the main sources of national savings in Sri Lanka? When they say sources of national savings, they're asking for the components. What do you all think? National savings. So what and what do you have in national savings? So you can say gross investment, right? Gross investment. You can say net exports. You can say net primary income. You don't have to give it plus, 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 right? They're asking for the sources, so give it as point. Right, full forms are net exports, net primary income, and net secondary income. So inside net secondary income, if you want, you can say worker remittance, because these are biggest partner of this worker remittance. So these are the main sources of national savings in Sri Lanka. While explaining it in a circular flow, it's compulsory to show the injection and withdrawals. Not needed. You don't have to show injections and withdrawals when you're trying to prove that these three approaches are equal. You don't need to show the injections and withdrawals. Not needed. Maybe if they ask you, if the question is to draw a 4-sector circular flow model, then you can show the injections and the withdrawals also. Okay. Right. Is this part fine, guys? Shape. National saving. Okay. We'll move to the next. In what ways are national income statistics useful? So we already discussed. Can someone give me, when did we discuss it? 2011 question number 4. So I'll copy and paste the same answer over here, guys. I'm not going to re-explain. Okay, we talked about this. You can go back and check for 2011 question number 4 if you have a doubt, but it's very straightforward theory. So moving to the next. This one is saying, suppose you are given the following information about the hypothetical economy. Gross private domestic investment, government purchase, GDP at market price, current account balance, government transfers to households, interest payments from government to households, factor income received, factor income paid, net foreign current transfers, all are there. They're asking for net exports, private consumption, disposable gross national income, government savings. I'll just copy and paste this here also, just for us to see whether we remember. Okay, let's try to find one by one. So can you all help me with this guy? How am I going to find net exports? It's not a hard calculation, but it's not very direct also. If you know the basics, you can easily get the answer. How can you get net exports? You can get net exports using the government current account balance, right? BOP current account balance. Remember the BOP we learn in unit number 10. So BOP current account balance is what? BOP current account balance is what are the things, guys? So you have net exports, you have net primary income. I don't think you can find through the expenditure approach. Numbers might not be there, okay? Because you don't have private consumption. Plus, which one? Net secondary income. So BOP current account balance, they have said minus 25. Net exports is what you have to find. How much is net primary income, guys? Primary income received from abroad is 7. Primary income, factor income made to abroad is 12. So my net primary income is a minus 5. How much is my net secondary income? Net secondary income is what you call net foreign current transfers. How much is that? That's a 10. So if you simplify and move around, guys, give me an answer. I'm not going to do the maths for you. How much is it? Minus 30. Yeah. Okay. So that is your net exports. Part B. Part B is asking for private consumption expenditure. How do you think I can get that? Private consumption. You can get using the GDP expenditure approach, right? Remember, GDP is equal to private consumption plus investment plus government spending plus net exports. So GDP they have given in the question there, GDP at market price 400. Consumption you have to find. Investment here, gross private domestic investment 70. Government purchases given 50. Net exports you found in the previous question minus 30. So can you move things around and tell me how much is C? Private consumption. How much is that? 400 equals 310? No, 310. Then part C. Part C is saying disposable gross national income. How do you do that? GDP plus net primary income, GNI. GNI plus net secondary income or net current transfers, you get disposable GNI. So how much is disposable GNI? GDP is 400. Net primary income is 7 minus 12. I'll put that within brackets. Net current transfers are given 10. Very easy. So how much is that, guys? Disposable gross national income 405. So 400 and 105, no, not 50. This is a minus 5. So minus 5 plus 10. Okay. Then the last one, D. Government savings. What is government savings? Government savings is, right? Government savings is what? That is whatever that they are earning from taxes minus their government spending, right? Let's say government earns 10,000 from tax, they spend 5,000. That means they are saving the other 5,000. So government saving is how much? Taxes are 100, government purchases are 50. So how much is our government savings? Oh no, there is this also, no? Government transfers to households and interest payments from the government also. Sorry, I didn't see that. So you can minus all of that. So under government expenditure, government income is only taxes. Government expenditure is, there is government purchases of 50. Also the question says government transfers, things like let's say pensions and stuff, there is a 25 there. Then there is also interest payments from the government to households, a 15 there. So how much is the government actually having at the end of the day? From the 100 that they earn once they make all of these payments, 50 plus 25 plus a 15, they'll only have 10 left with them. Yes, can someone recheck this? Past paper also says 10, right? Your answers? Yeah, okay. Right. So that is how you get that done. So this is a 8-mark question on the calculation. Guys, these are not hard. These are, as long as you know your equations, as long as you have practiced national income accounting questions, it's not hard. I'll see if I can do like a small seminar on national income accounting, all the calculations, but I can't guarantee if I will find the time. In case I find the time, I'll see if I can do one where we will do around, let's say 20-30 calculations like this, or at least 20 calculations like this. Will take a whole day and do. Okay. The BOP part, once again, guys, this is coming from unit number 10. So if you have not learned unit number 10, you will not know this. The current account of the balance of payment is the addition of your net exports. That is the balance of your goods and service account, net primary income, and net secondary income. That's coming from unit number 10. So then they have given you this, they have given you these two, but they have not given you net exports. Okay. Then the next one. Okay, we calculated this. Okay, so that is it. No, 2015. 2015, I think, was a not bad. No, it was a easy and a direct question. The three approaches. They asked for main sources of national savings. They asked for the importance, which was repeated in a past paper, and they gave you 8-mark calculation, which I feel is not that hard. So we'll do the other papers maybe the next class, and by the time you come the 2022 paper also, guys, you all will realize that it's not actually hard. Let's just I'll just show you the latest paper. Okay, the 2022 here, they ask you for to define nominal GDP, real GDP, and GDP per capita. 3 marks. Is GDP a overestimate or an underestimate of all the production activities? Can you see? Same question that we discussed before. They have changed it and asked. Remember, I told you there are a lot of activities that are not included in GDP. Therefore, GDP gets underestimated. See, same question, they've reworded it. Okay. Then, what are the other ones? Yeah, that is it, I think, that they have. Yeah, they only have 2 questions from that. So the other ones are unit 6. So we'll do those probably next class. We should be able to finish. But remember, guys, that you all do the questions and come. Because if you are not going to do the questions and come, this is going to be utter Greek. And I'm repeating for the 100th time. This is a past paper class. Okay. So not a theory class, not a revision class to recap things also. So I'm hoping you all have learned those in school or somewhere else. And you do the questions and come. This is just to practice answer writing and discuss and clear your doubts and all of that. So with that, we'll wrap things up. I'll see you all next week for the 2016 paper. Okay. See you all, guys, and have a nice day. See you. Bye-bye.